Well, you guys might remember that a little bit ago, they just dropped the newest trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day. And it was a banger. It was an absolutely phenomenal trailer. I think my favorite part of it was just watching Spider-Man having enough crap from Scorpion and just grabbing him, whipping around like Hulk whipping around Loki. I thought it was an awesome trailer. I mean, I'm already excited for the film. That made me even more excited. Well, apparently the trailer did pretty well because according to this story now in the major trades, Spider-Man Brand New Day's second trailer is now the second biggest trailer of all time, having passed the 500 million views number in the first 24 hours. As a matter of fact, if we go over and take a look at this, here are the most viewed trailers, the most successful trailers of all time. We'll start down at number 6. Avengers Infinity War had 230 million views in the first 24 hours. Avengers Endgame, the official trailer, had 268 million. The Avengers Endgame teaser trailer had 289 million. Then Spider-Man No Way Home trailer came out and set a new record for 355. That record stood, and it stood for quite a while, until we got around to having Deadpool and Wolverine came out at 355 million or 365 million. Then the first trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day came out, and it obliterated. Look at all these other numbers. Like they go up incrementally, 230 to 268 to 289 to 355. That was a big jump. From 355 to 365, from 365 to 718 million. That was for the first Spider-Man trailer. And I said at the time, and I stand by this, we will never see that happen again. Like, I'm not saying that we're never going to see a trailer beat that number, but we will never see again, ever for the rest of our lives, that a new trailer comes out and beats the previous record by nearly double. Right. Like, it's never going to happen. You're never going to see it again. Well, that first Spider-Man trailer did 718. Was that a fluke? Was it wherever? Well, apparently not, because now this second one launched to 590 million views, which firmly makes it the second most viewed trailer of all time, only behind the first trailer to Spider-Man Brand New Day, which still holds the record at 718 million views. These are crazy numbers. Like, if that first Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer hadn't come out, this would be by far the record-breaking all-time most viewed. That means combined, the two trailers, if we just look at the first 24 hours, the two trailers for Spider-Man Brand New Day are now sitting at like getting close to a little over 1.3 billion views in their first 24 hours. My God, what is the Avengers Doomsday trailer going to do? I'm not even sure. But anyway, Rob, when that first trailer came out and it set those numbers, 718, like it short circuits. That's a number that kind of short circuits something in your brain. I certainly knew when they dropped another trailer, it would be big, but it alone would have been the record-setting one on its own. Now the top two most viewed trailers in history are the two trailers from the same movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Why do you think these trailers have garnered so much attention? And my God, I know we ask this question all the time, but every time a new piece of context comes out, we got to ask it again. How big can this movie actually be? What do you make of all this?
Well, Spider-Man is it goes beyond superheroes. I mean, I think that Spider-Man is a multi-generational, beloved character that is ingrained in most of us in childhood. I know that watching the Electric Company on public television, Spider-Man was the Electric Company, and I've been watching Spider-Man, whether it's animation or reading comics, or there was the Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man live action series in the 70s. I mean, I've loved Spider-Man my whole life. And basically, of all the superheroes, Spider-Man is us. He's a proxy for every one of us. All of us, John, we are all Spider-Man. So I think that there's something about this character that exists, boys, girls, young, old, exists for all of us. And the Tom Holland is a wonderful uh a wonderful actor to portray this. And if anything else, uh the way he's been going around with Zendaya, I don't think there's ever been a more romantic movie promotion campaign in history than the two of them traveling around the world dressed to the nines, newly married, watching them just share their love of each other and this damn movie. And I think the world's feeling it. And I don't think that has anything to do with why people watch this trailer. I think that people love Spider-Man, they watch this trailer. And this looks, you always said, I want to get, I'm tired of Spider-Man being like in the shadow of Iron Man. And this movie, and I've always said they should call a movie Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. This movie looks like it gets back to first principles of what the Spider-Man character is. He's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And you've got the extra added, his best friends don't know him. The love of his life doesn't know him. I mean, everything about this movie is, I think it's delivering on multiple levels. And I think people can't wait. I mean, they can't wait to see this movie because forget superhero fatigue, forget the MCU phases 4, 5, and 6. They know, they can sense it, that they're going to get, you want an experiential event? This is the experiential event of the summer of 2026. And that's why people watch this trailer over and over. I know that's why I've watched it over and over again. And this movie is going to make, if this movie outgrosses No Way Home, I would not be surprised. If it's good. Again, when we talk about box office, people always come back and say, you said this. Me. Like, look, we haven't seen the movie yet. We're just speculating.
Yeah. So
anytime we've said that, we've always said that depends on if it is a good movie, it has good reviews. We've always stipulated that.
Yeah. Like whenever you're guessing at box office, like you're going into it making the guess based on certain factors, but we're absent of one of the major factors. Right. Is the movie any good or not? Because it's impossible to say how a movie does unless you know how that is. But Rob, having now seen the trailers, understanding what we have, having the context that we have, how big do you think this movie's going to open right now? Because Jonathan, maybe you can look it up. What's the record? Yeah. I think Avengers Endgame holds the record at like $320 million opening weekend.
I don't see it going that high.
Yeah, neither do I.
But it wouldn't surprise
Avengers,
me.
Yeah, 357, followed by No Way Home at 260.
So can it get to No Way Home opening weekend numbers? Can it get to 260, do you think?
Yes, I do. Now that's a big number. I'm going to say this. I think it's going to exceed at least 200 million. But even I don't want to make some grandiose statement. I mean, 250, John, come on. But if any movie could do it, I'm just going to go, I think it's going to gross over 200 million. And I think it's going to make worldwide, I'll say this, $500 million. Its opening weekend worldwide.
It's I think that's a really good over under to set the 200 million. I think that's its target range because I was just in theaters this past weekend watching Toy Story, and that movie made $160 million opening weekend, and the theaters were all packed.
Yeah,
packed. The theaters were all.
So that's
packed.
100 million over.
So
another thing about this movie is, like Toy Story, I think you have multi generations, because if you think about the entire Spider-Man franchise, Sony's Spider-Man franchise, I think Spider-Man came out, the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man came out in 2002. So 25 years of Spider-Man. And that's multi-generations. That's the kids who saw Spider-Man have grown up and had kids of their own, and they can go see Spider-Man. So this is definitely a multi-generational film event. So, and I saw that in Toy Story. I saw parents and kids all wearing their matching Toy Story t-shirts. This has that same kind of appeal.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? Spider-Man Brand New Days, second trailer just dropped. And if you take away the first Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, it would have been the all-time biggest debut for a trailer in history. However, it comes in second place that means Spider-Man Brand New Day, both trailers hold the number 1 and the number 2 spot on the biggest trailers in history. Why do you think that is? How big do you think this movie can actually be when it opens up? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.